that spoke about getting it back and, try there at the stables. It was absolutely accurate. I'll give you another quick example. Um, I have in chapter 11, okay, and I'm going to put this in. This book is free. If you want to try it, if you want to practice with it, you practice your concentration, practice this technique. Maybe you've lost something, maybe you will lose something, maybe a friend or a family member or a coworker will lose something. This is something that anyone can do. It's very simple. Once you have the keys, once you practice the technique, what numbers come to mind, 0 through 9, up to 9 numbers, add the 3, and then take that and match it to the lost item keys if it's a lost item in chapter 12. Now chapter 11 is just divining your thoughts or your deep thoughts on virtually anything. You could be thinking about a question of, I'll give you another example. I wanted to go and do a construction project at the Truman Lake area with my father, some AI dome homes in that area, and particularly that area because this is an area where I often visit to fish or to water ski or whatever. And I was really contemplating that. This is back in February of 2008. And I knew about the impending financial collapse and about the housing markets falling and things like that. I was really pondering the idea. So I used this technique, concentrated on that issue and thought about it and trying to determine whether this would be a good idea for us to pursue, a good project for us to do. And it's very interesting because at the end of the concentration on this, the 5 or 10 minutes and the numbers that came to mind, 0 through 9, single digits up to 9. In this case, I got up to 9. And it came up with the total, added a 3 to it, and come up with a Kabbalistic key out of chapter 11 of the Kabala of Numbers, key number 38, chapter 11. And it is of death by malaria or enteric fever, of a journey, a message, of a sister, a neighboring tank or pool. Now, what's interesting is that 2 of those keys are very, very relevant to my personal situation, because here I am consciously thinking about a number of other issues, but missing the most important issue for me personally. I have a health issue, which some of which I discuss in detail on my ideas for health and healing ? Of my omsh.net website. On the ideas for health and healing ? I discuss the problem that sometimes occurs when you get bit by mosquitoes, because sometimes it carries a version of Lyme's that has been allegedly weaponized or escaped from a U.S. bioweapons lab. Allegedly. Who knows? But in any case, I'm involved with some research involving that, and when I have been in another country that has a lot of mosquitoes and tropical disease. In fact, I was struck down for about 3 weeks and in a motel room there with a tropical disease or a malaria type of illness, which prompted me to further go and research not only further with frequency therapy or frequency treatments and so on, but also, or electronic medicine as some researchers may call it, but also with high oxalic acid diet. Again, if for those that are interested in those topics, you may check out my Ideas for Health and Healing on my omsh.net website. Ideas for Health and Healing ? So this Kabbalistic key number 38, chapter 11 of the Kabbalah of Numbers, is very interesting for me because not only the of death by malaria was very accurate, a neighboring tank or pool. This situation involved the contemplation of building a geodesic dome home nearby an extremely large body of water, Truman Lake, one of the largest, or larger rather, lakes in the state of Missouri. So the whole concern about mosquitoes, about my health, about being nearby a large pool of or body of water, that came to be very accurate and a very important, deeper concern than the actual project at hand in regards to my personal health and well-being. So there's a number of other examples, and because this involves mathematics and thought and lost items, it's rather infinite. So what I'll do is I'll put this ebook, if you want to call it that, or PDF file, in a link on my free occult books section of my website there on the front page of omsh.net, and I'll offer this for absolutely free. That way those that have an interest with experimenting with this Kabbalistic technique for finding lost items, or literally divining one's own deep mind, can do so absolutely free. And the cool thing is that you'll be able to go to your Adobe PDF file and print out these pages, and you can take them and print them and do with them as you wish. So that's chapters 11 and 12. That's a very simple, quick, easy technique of the Kabbalah that anyone can use. And I'll stop here and maybe create another video on some other aspects of Kabbalah that are not taught openly, that I'm aware of at this time, but that I think should be more available for those that seek more information or more research about Kabbalistic knowledge. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you can try the technique. Who knows, you may be able to find something and that's lost, or divine the deep thoughts of the mind. It's an infinite potential, and it's a great technique, one that we found some real value in. So enjoy it.